Now, in this video, ituturo ko yung iba pang terms na related sa circle. And I'm going to illustrate each one of these. Okay, simulan natin sa unang term. Of course, we need this circle right here. So we have secant. So ano tong secant? It is a line that passes through the center at two distinct points. So in this circle, let us choose 2 points on its circumference. And we name these points as points A and B. And through these points, there is a line that passes through. Okay? So itong line na to, ang pangalan ay line AB. And this line AB is your secant. Okay? A line that passes through circle at two distinct points. Okay? Now, the word secant, may pinanggalingang salita. Okay? The word secant came from the Latin word secare, na ang ibig sabihin ay to cut. Next. Let us discuss the next term. Again, we use this circle. And that term is tangent. Now, just like secant, a tangent is a line that touches the circle at exactly one point. Okay, so yun ang kaibahan niya sa secant. Now, suppose we have a line, and this line touches the circle at this point. And we name this point as point B. Now, I was not able to include in this presentation kung ano ang tawag natin sa intersection ng tangent sa circle. Now, point B is also known as the point of tangency. Okay. This one right here is the point of tangency. Okay. A point where the line and circle touches. Okay. Now, in the figure, we name this line as line AB. Okay. We choose 2 points along this line, points A and B, and we name that as line AB, which is our tangent to this circle at point B. Again, point B is our point of tangency. Yan. Kagaya lang ng secant, may pinanggalingan ding salitang Latin, yung tangent, and that is tangere. Nang ibig sabihin ay to touch. Next, ano naman yung common tangents? Okay. Now, from its definition, these are tangent segments of two distinct circles in a plane. Okay, ganito lang yan. Now, may pagkakataon na yung tangent, hindi lang siya nag-touch sa circle, sa isang circle. Pwedeng dalawa ang dinaanan niyang point sa circle. Okay? So, yun yung tinatawag na common tangent. Now, with that, in that case, so kailangan nating mag-draw ng dalawang circles na magkaibang size. Now, suppose these are the two circles, the bigger one and the smaller one. A common tangent line may be internally or externally common to two circles. So, paano natin makikita sa figure ang kaibahan ng dalawa? Okay? Paano kaya? O, ganito yan. First, we name those two circles. So, the first one has its center at point C, while The smaller one, the second one, has its center at point O. So, anong gagawin natin? Now, paano natin ma-identify kung alin sa dalawa yung common internal tangent at common external tangent? So, kailangan may idagdag tayo dito sa figures na to. Yun. And that is segment CO. Okay. Itong segment CO na to, tinatawag na line of centers. Now, bakit meron tayong line of centers sa dalawang magkaibang circles? Kasi, itong line of centers na to, ito ang magiging basehan natin para makilala kung alin sa dalawa yung common internal tangent at common external tangent. Okay. Umpisa natin sa common internal tangent. Okay, it is defined as a tangent that intersects the line of centers. So if that's the definition, punta natin yung figure. Idodraw natin yung common internal tangent. So saan kaya yan? Ayun. Okay? So itong line na to, yan yung common internal tangent. Bakit? Okay? Kung iintindihin natin yung definition, it is a tangent that intersects the line of center. So, obviously, dinaanan niya or nag-cross siya sa segment CO. And at the same time, tangent siya sa mas malaking circle at mas maliit na circle at their respective point of tangency or points of tangency. Ayan. So, sa bigger circle, tangent yung line sa point D at sa smaller circle, tangent yung parehas na line sa point E. Okay? And this line is named as line DE na tinatawag natin common internal tangent. Bakit? Kasi or since it intersects the line of centers. And also, this line touches the two circles at points D and E na tinatawag nating points of tangency. Next, ano naman yung common external tangent? Okay, gaya ng sinabi ko kanina, ang basehan natin para ma-distinguish yung common internal sa common external tangent ay titingnan natin itong segment CO. So kung ang common internal tangent nag-cross sa line of centers, obviously ang common external tangent naman ay hindi. Hindi siya mag-intersect sa line of centers. So obviously, nasaan yung common internal tangent na yan? Ito yun. Okay? This line right here, common to both circles, is the common external tangent since it did not intersect segment CO. Okay? Ayan. So let us name those points of tangency. Point A on the bigger circle and point B on the small circle. So from its definition, a common internal tangent is a tangent that does not intersect the line of centers. What's the name of this common external tangent? Obviously, it's line AB. Okay. Since it touches the two circles at points A and B, so again, these are also points of tangency. Ayan. Okay. Next. Ano naman yung tinatawag na tangent circles? Okay. Definition, these are circles that intersect each other at exactly one point. Now, pag tangent circles ang pinag-usapan natin, meron daw itong dalawang klase rin, no? Okay, so there can be two possibilities for two circles to be tangent to each other. So ipakita ko sa drawing yung ibig sabihin nito, no? Now suppose we have 2 points. Of course, these are the centers. This will be the centers of the two circles to be drawn. Ayun. So I've just drawn two circles of different sizes, the bigger one and the smaller one. And let us name the bigger circle as circle E, while the smaller circle as circle O. And obviously, nakita nyo, nagdikit sila sa point na to. Now this is an example of tangent circles. Pero anong klaseng tangent circle sila? Okay. We draw the line touching the circle at this point. Probably this is point D, the point of tangency of both circles C and circle O. Ayan. And that is point D. And this line right here, this tangent line, we name this as line T. Okay? Ayan. And anong klaseng tangent circles ito? Okay, it's an externally tangent circles. Okay, so kung meron tayong externally tangent circles, obviously, yung isa naman tinatawag na internally tangent circles. Pero anong itsura ng dalawang circles na tinatawag na internally tangent circles? So ito yon. Okay, we have 2 points that are closer to one another. Okay, and these are the centers, the same centers of these two circles. So we are referring to the same pair of circles. Pero ano ang magiging kaibahan nila dun sa unang figure? Okay, yan. Itong circle na mas maliit, circle O na, ito rin yan mismo. At yung mas malaking circle, circle C, ito rin yun. Pero obviously, ano ang napapansin yung kaibahan nila? Okay, kung kanina, yung mas maliit na circle ay nasa labas ng mas malaki. Dito naman, circle O this time is in the interior of the bigger circle C. Okay? Then, through their common point of tangency, we draw a line, which is the tangent. The same tangent line, probably this is also line T, and the same point of tangency at point D. So, ang tawag natin sa figure na to na may dalawang circles na common sa point of tangency, this is the internally tangent circles. Okay? Next. Okay, probably this is the last term to be discussed. We call it the bounded regions. At meron itong dalawang uri, no? Or dalawang klase. Umpisa natin sa tinatawag na sector. Okay. How do we describe such term? What is a sector? It is a region bounded by two radii and an arc of a circle. Now, when it comes to sector, there are two special types. Let us discuss the first one. First, we need a figure right here. So, I consider the center and then we draw the circle, probably using a compass. And we choose 2 points in the circumference of the circle. And we connect those points by a segment. And it happens that this segment passes through the center of the circle. And obviously, that segment is a diameter. Okay? And a diameter contains two radii, okay, that are collinear to one another. So, ayun. If we are to shade that sector, yun yung kulay blue. So, binabakuran siya ng diameter at nung arc. na kung i-recall natin, semicircle siya because it is divided by the arc, okay? Or the circle here is divided by, not necessarily the arc, diameter, no? Because the diameter separates the circle into two equal parts, and one of each part, one of each part, one of its parts, okay, one of its parts is a semicircle. One of its equal parts. Yan. Okay. So, ang tawag natin dito ay semicircle region. Hindi ito yung semicircle na arc. It's a semicircle region. Itong region na to na naka-shade ng blue. Okay? So, the first special type of a sector is the semicircle, which is a sector bounded by the diameter. Now, ano naman yung pangalawang special type? Okay, let us consider another circle. And we choose 2 points also. This point right here and another point here. And we draw a radius, a segment from the center to that first point, and another segment from the center to this point. So we have 2 radii. And if these two are the boundaries together with this arc, obviously, ang shaded region natin ay ito. Okay? And that region is what we call a quadrant. Okay, a quadrant is a special type of sector bounded by a quarter region of a circle. Okay? Next. For our second kind of bounded region, we have the segment. Sa definition natin, a segment is a region bounded by a chord and an arc lying between the endpoints of the chord. So ito yung ito ang kaibahan niya sa sector. Okay? Kung radius ang boundary ng sector at yung arc, dito naman sa segment, ang boundary naman niya ay chord at arc. Na yung chord at ang arc may iisang pares ng endpoints. So, let us consider a circle or circle O, and in its circumference, we choose some points. Actually, 6 points. And let us name those points as point X, R, Y, W, V, and Z. Okay. Dito, okay, to illustrate the segment, we need to draw a chord. So, we connect 2 points by a segment, and that is segment XY. Obviously, ito yung boundary at nasaan yung arc na may parehas na endpoints ng chord. Most probably this one. So, ang kailangan nating lagyan ng shade dyan para ipakita yung segment ay ito. Yun. Yun. The region bounded by segment XY together with arc XRY is this one. Yung mabubuo. Yan. Okay, so this is the segment. As indicated by the color yellow-orange, I guess. So ito yung segment. And we have circle O. Now, balikan natin yung sector. Okay? So, ano ang ginagawa nitong tatlo? Okay? Para lang balikan natin yung itsura ng sector. Kasi ang pinakita ko lang sa inyo kanina ay yung dalawang special types ng sector. Paano kung yung sector natin wala sa dalawang special types na semicircle at quadrant? Okay, ito yon. So dito, ang kailangan natin para mabuo ang sector ay boundaries. So we need to draw the 2 radii from this circle O. Yun. Yun. segment OZ together with segment W. So obviously, ito yung bakod niya at nasaan yung arc? Definitely yun. Arc WVZ. Okay? So if these are the boundaries, nasaan yung shaded region? Probably this, most probably this one. So i-shade natin siya ng ibang kulay, kulay blue, no? Yan. Yan. Ito yung sector. Okay? Of the circle. So again, kapag ang boundary ng isang region ay chord at arc, yung region na yon tinatawag na segment. Pero kung ang region, ang boundaries niya ay dalawang radius or radial at isang arc, yung region na yon tinatawag na sector.